Hello everyone. I'm bored, so why not do a video? Today is Saturday, April 24th, 2021 at 9:19 a.m. So far as I know, I got no sleep at all last night. And so I'm very tired and sleep deprived. If I would have stayed downtown, I wouldn't be able to have any opportunity to sleep inside of any of these places of business with the bad weather and stuff like that. So, I mean, if the sun was out, then I could have stayed downtown and sleep outside and then let the sun help me fall asleep. So, I mean, if I was outside and it was warm enough. So, I feel that pressure on my heart and my heart feeling slowed and my heart trying to beat harder and faster. I just can't wait till 40 minutes from now. Then I'll finally get to at least put my head down and finally get to go to sleep. So it didn't rain last night, but it was cloudy. And this morning, it's been raining this morning. But they say it's supposed to be large hail and tornado and stuff like that. Forgive me for being slowed down and because of my sleep deprivation. But my left shoulder hurts from this book bag. My right shoulder doesn't hurt. So, I just hoping for a permanent place. But I know that it's like if I have to go to that homeless shelter program, they have these classes they force you to take. But like I don't even know, like, if I have to be sleep deprived or if I finally get another job and have to suffer sleep deprivation. And certain businesses saying that they're hurting for people really badly because I heard that when people got their $1,400, they quit their job. So, but people can be needing people really badly. But if you're targeted, they still ain't going to hire you because you're not considered human. You're considered lower than human if you're targeted. Targeted for extermination, eugenics program. So the rain this morning has been starting and then stopping back up again. I mean, stop, then start back up again. And it's been going from light to heavy, off and on, every few minutes. My feet hurt from standing not all morning, but for a couple of hours. See, when I come over here, my food can be cheaper than downtown. And me being sleep deprived, or if they force urinate me or force diarrhea me, it's why I can't. Sleep deprivation or forced urination or forced diarrhea is the reason why I've tried with the 3-hour walks and just can't make it, you know. So, ow, my shoulder. So, I just wish, I'm hoping that, see if I was in a hotel room or something right now, if I didn't get sleep last night, I can at least have a chance at getting to sleep later on today. You know, I mean, nobody can tell you you can't sleep in your hotel room, or if I had my own place. So I'm just hoping I could get like housing, like my own place again. Yeah, so that was the noise campaign, noise harassment. It must not be an emergency that once like I'm doing a video, once I pass by, now you stop the sirens. But y'all gonna say I'm not being gang stalked. If it was a true emergency, you would still hear the sirens. Right when they get by me, they stop. Even though the hospital is right down the street. It's a couple of blocks down, you know. So I'm still battling. I don't even know, the gang stalkers suppress us targeted individuals from trying to achieve good goals in life. And then they'll say that we created our own problems or we sabotage ourselves when it's them sabotaging us and gaslighting us. You know, I can't even get support from other professed targeted individuals that they'll, I mean, it's like make me feel mad enough to just want to cut everybody off. That I can't even get people, other professed targeted individuals, they'll act like as if, you know, like as if they're sick of hearing me, quote unquote, complain about what I'm going through. And everything has to be one-sided. You know, I get frustrated that, you know, they don't want to act sympathetic or understand, you know, what you're going through, when you have to listen to them talk for 5 or 8 hours straight. And they'll be like, no, you let me talk, you know, while sometimes you can't even get a word in. I don't know, it's scary to be isolated and forced by yourself and feel like you don't have anybody. And then a lot of times the professed targets will defend the fucking perps, or they'll defend the fake TI perps against you and stuff like that. And I have to always ask, whose side are you on? Or they act like if I'm frustrated about not getting to have a car or a job or my own place, and then they'll be like, oh God, here she goes again. Or they'll pretend to be extra quiet, and then like a narcissistic abuser, when you get into an argument with them, that'll be one of the first things they use as a weapon against you and throw it in your face. So even other supposed real targets feel like we're supposed to be deprived of everything, that this is what that this is supposed to happen to us, rather than me talking about us fighting for our rights. It's like the real targets are falsely called fake, and we're forced to stay silent and suffer in silence while the popular fakes can talk about their class action lawsuits and reparations and stuff like that. And they can be as outspoken and vocal as they want. Bitch, you ain't suffering. Shut the hell up. You already took your damn deal. You're a TI turned perp, and you're still pretending that you're targeted. You're pretending that you're still targeted and pretend like you're fighting for reparations and class action lawsuits and talking about why the hell would you want to take a case to the DHS if the DHS Fusion Centers was part of the program? Why would you want to take everything to the FBI if the FBI is part of it? Why would you want to go to the police? Or why would you want to go to the UN if they oppress us? And like, come on, you can't go to them. You know, it seems like the only person we can go to is Jesus Christ. That's it. In the Bible. And pray a lot. You know, I'm talking about the King James version of the Bible and not those fake new versions. Excuse me. So, it's like, I hate when somebody's bullying you and you have an altercation with that person. You get treated like as if you deserve to be blamed and punished as well, rather than you standing up for yourself. Like, and some people will use that it takes two to tango kind of thing. You know, like you both get blamed or you both get punished when it's a narcissistic person that's bullying you and abusing you. And then if people call you a fool, if later on you stop fighting, trying to defend yourself because you're afraid to get punished if you try to defend yourself, or you're afraid to get blamed, you're afraid to get blamed or punished if you defend yourself. So it's unfair the punishment that kids in school have to go through when dealing with bullying. What kids have to go through, if one child is bullying another child, then the teacher punishes both of them when the victim stands up for himself or herself. When the victim stands up for themselves, that's when, you know, the victim has to be punished as well. And the victim will try to report to the teacher or the parent. If you have a sibling, you know, they'll try to report to the parent. Or, you know, but if you're at school, or even if you have a job, if you're at work, you try to report to your employer. Or if you're in a homeless shelter, you report to the homeless shelter staff that you're being bullied. And then when you make constant complaints, you're the one who's made as the troublemaker. The victim is made as the troublemaker and then kicked out or permanently banned forever with no chance to explain themselves when they're being abused and treated unfairly. You know, where it's like, I feel like I need people to hear me out and emotionally support me and stuff, and I'm just hurting inside, and people, you know, don't care or they don't want to listen or they'll defend the abuser. And it's so frustrating. Like, even other targets, you can't even freaking turn to them for emotional support when you try to be there for them as best as you can. But I don't have much experience in life being overly sheltered with the foster care abuse, and then me being targeted and locked myself in the house for years. That's why I don't have that much life experience to, you know, give advice. Like, I don't have much relationship experience. How can I give anybody any marriage advice? And I don't even try to give marriage advice. But I'll listen and be supportive, but I don't know how to solve the problem. And my problem that I'm going through, I wish I could get them solved, but I feel helpless. And narcissistic abusers making like as if I'm the narcissistic crybaby, you know, who's just spoiled and wants her way and just wants attention. And that's not the case. I'm crying out for help. I don't know why there's so much pressure and pain on my left shoulder. But when I go to sleep every night, that's been going on for years. It won't happen with my left shoulder, but my right shoulder, if I put my arm up like this when I try to go to sleep, or if I I can't lay on my right shoulder or put my arm up because then it will hurt so bad, and then try to kind of lock up, you know. But I don't know. It's like I don't feel strong enough to just ignore everything and fight just by myself. And then, excuse me, the religious narcissistic abusers, I have to hear lectures about putting all my faith and trust in man. And that's not what I'm trying to do. I mean, or you assume that I'm not praying enough or that I don't pray. And it's like when you say stuff like that, that discouraging me. You know, and then when I try to go and pray, then I have unwanted intrusive thoughts of you telling me that, and then next you know, it's just like, you know, it's like these narcissistic perps are planted there to, you know, deliberately try to turn me away from my Christian faith, and they think that shit is funny. Like they think that they can be better than you and more religious than you and stuff like that. You know, that they can be a better Christian than you. I mean, the place where I was at yesterday, I even saw how it's like, I think a lot of these new age false Christians are religious narcs. But then the ones who do claim to be King James Bible believing truther Christians, if they exploit you and abuse you, it's the ultimate worst. The ones who claim to be woke and know the New World Order agendas and stuff, like Lisa Ruby claimed to be New World Order aware and a Christian and stuff, but she uses that to exploit and abuse people and for narcissistic supply. And, you know, narcissistic control freak fake friend, they'll make it like as if they'll be a faithful friend to me, but then they'll try to say that I'm a negative Nancy, Debbie Downer, and Petty Betty, or that I'm too negative, energy drainer, and complain too much. Now all I do is complain all day. And then they'll try to make it like as if I'm the one parasitically draining them and using them for narc supply, when they have all the characteristics of a narcissistic abuser who pretend to, and then come to find out, I guess they might be the type of people who just pretend to be a friend, and they just want to gain intel on you. I didn't know about this. A narcissistic control freak fake friend wanting to gain intel on you, and that's why they pretend like life is good and like they have no complaints. They got problems, they just don't share it with you. And I don't know, even other professed targeted people seem like they act like as if they're sick and tired of me. You know, like, I don't know, but I know we all have different backgrounds and been through different things, and some can handle certain targets. Some targets are more sensitive than others, and some are more insensitive than others. But I don't know, I just feel helpless with a lot of things and just feel afraid that I'm going to go crazy, you know. And I know that's what the perps are, rubbing their hands together with a deceitful looking smile on their face and hoping that I lose my mind and go crazy. I mean, there's some more stuff I want to talk about, but I know they're going to shut my time off soon. But I don't know. Right now, I don't know. I feel like I'm repeating myself, and I know I'm sleep deprived, and just my mind ain't focused right at the moment. But I felt bothered emotionally and mentally, like I always am, and just felt the need to say something or talk about something. And you know, I just felt the need to talk about something because it would make me feel more bothered to be forced to hold my emotions in, you know. So I just don't understand people. And a lot of us, we don't understand this corrupt world. But I know that God ain't to blame. It's people, destroy people, and then blame God. You know. But I hate this being made to feel like as if I'm the reprobate person and there's no hope for me. And I noticed on YouTube, it seemed like people act like as if for me to expose my targeting is being negative, and you'll give me a thumbs down for that. But it's like I tried to show an accomplishment yesterday, and the perps still give me, thumbs down because they hate me no matter what and want me destroyed. And so, I just wish that I could live a normal life like everybody else. So there's something else I was gonna say, but one of the librarians is here, and I don't want them to hear what I gotta say. So I'm gonna go now. All right, I might talk to later. Bye.